In this video I'm gonna show you some tips on how to write a landing page. So that's super important if you have a product, a project, a service, whatever that you want to share with the world, and so you want to get people to check your project and maybe to buy it, or you need to collect leads from possible buyers or possible clients. It's very important to have a proper landing page, and we're gonna see how to make one. This is a landing page. So usually a landing page is a page where you make your potential users land. Okay. So in a landing page, usually you wanna present your product, your service, and you also wanna get something from the users. It can be a registration, a purchase, can be that you are collecting leads, so you want to get their contacts, so phone numbers, emails, to sell them something. So basically you're gonna need a landing page anytime that you have a project and you want to present your project, you want to sell your project, whatever you need. That's very important to know how to create one. The difference between a landing page and a website is just in the goal, because the website is made of several pages, okay? While the landing page, it can also be the home page. It's usually the one where you want people to land, okay? Then of course you have landing pages just to sell, and then you may have different ones with different angles, okay? But let's keep it simple. You are presenting your project and you are asking the user to do something, okay? This is a landing page. So they want you to register. This is a landing page. Okay. It's not an issue how to make one technically, because years ago you should have gone to a developer, a designer. Okay. Nowadays it's very easy. You get a template on WordPress, on Squarespace, on HeyFlow. If you Google create landing page online, you find any kind of service. These are super easy. So basically it's just they just give you something to change, and you type whatever you want, and you place your images, and everything works. It's actually very easy from a technical perspective. Since it's super easy from the technical perspective, it's also extremely easy to fuck it up, especially because you then believe that the technical side is the most important. That's the biggest mistake we all do as creatives when it comes to creating something. So if you try to ask ChatGPT, okay, act as a copywriter and write a landing page for my new professional microphone. Okay, it's now we'll see what's writing. The thing is, we are spoiled with all these tools. So we ask ChatGPT to write the landing page, and we think that it may be decent. The thing is, I'm gonna show you that it's not so decent, or at least you need to know some basics before you go into that. See, okay, it gives you the illusion of something well done. Okay. It's okay. We gave him no info, so of course it's super. Everything is extremely banal. Thing is, okay, but not okay. you don't need things to make things very complicated. Less is more always. So I'm gonna show you our landing pages. Title, subtitle, yeah, a URL with a little bit of social proof, call to action, title, subtitle, text, title, text, images, 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 title, text, bullet points, title, text, bullet points, okay. Some social proof, call to actions. This kind of landing page works pretty well. We use the same for any kind of the landing pages of our products. So it's always the same structure, super easy, super simple. It is product and content driven. So you need to start from here. And I know that this is the most difficult part, because the thing is, the technical side is done. It's easy. You can do it in a couple of hours with any kind of online tool. Images, yeah, you can make the images and you have the images. You have to concentrate on the content, okay? That is your job when you are creating a landing page. What you're doing, you are presenting your product and you are asking people to do something. So basically you are selling your product or your service. You are trying to make the users want it. Okay, so that's your goal. So the title and the subtitle, these are the bigger it is, the easier and then it's more likely that the users are gonna read it. So people are not gonna read everything. They read this, they look at the image, then they just jump, then they read this, maybe an image, okay, then they read this, okay, then they don't read this, maybe they read this, okay. We all do like this, okay. So I know that if you start checking around, you're gonna find YouTube videos of designers telling you to place a lot of items inside a landing page, a lot of things, to write a super long text. There are all these philosophies. I can tell you what I tried, okay? In my experience, this kind of landing page works perfectly, works very fine. I need them to work because otherwise I close my company. So they are working very, very fine. And I suggest you do something similar. Just concentrate on the main things that you want to say. And that's the most, remember, synthesis is the most difficult part. So if we are working for a new microphone that has some, of course, top selling values, your voice has never sounded clearer, okay? You can start with a benefit, then you can explain what is it. This professional microphone is designed to make top-notch top-notch sound recordings for video makers and YouTubers. I don't know. I'm writing random things. Thing is, these already sound banal, okay? This one, it's extremely banal. I mean, what you need to keep in mind is that you don't have to write so much, but what you write, it must be extremely on point. It must be evocative. It must, but more than evocative, it can be also very, very simple. It must be punctual. So you need to explain what you are selling in the easiest way. You don't need to be super super pushy. You can just say, look, for instance, your voice has never sounded clear. Okay, let's start with that. It's evocative, but you can just go with all the your paragraphs, saying, okay, made by professionals, and you tell a little bit, a couple of lines about the fact that we developed it and we are professionals and we want things to work in a good way. Okay, then the second one is perfect for any kind of activities, and then you explain, and then you list the activities. It's you don't need to be to reinvent the wheel, okay? But you need to be clear. You need to be clear. People need to read the landing page and be sure what it is, and they need to be convinced. So you need to ask yourself, okay, is this title evocative enough? Does it explain what I'm selling or not? Because maybe it's super cool, but you don't understand what's selling. I have some friends, they write super cool titles, but then you don't get what they're selling. So it's not working. You need to find titles that make sense. Okay, if we are selling a microphone that is extremely low budget for your low budget, but it's super good as performance. Low budget, great performances, great performance. Okay, low budget, high performance. Okay, easy. It is what it is. You don't have to invent anything fancy, but you need to be precise. So you are selling something, you are explaining something to your users. Okay, this is communication. I'm telling you what this is. I'm trying to convince you, of course, but I don't need to. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm not gonna tell you things that are not real. I'm just listing things that make sense. Of course, if you have a product that is not so useful, then you need to make a lot of accent of the values. That's the marketing. But what I'm trying to tell you is that you need to start with the content. Okay, the content is key. That's the most important thing. And then you can have some social proof. You can have bullets. Okay, then you say, okay, buy now. Okay, you can place this call to action in different places. But I'm gonna tell you, if you look, that would be a nice experiment to do. I'm sure that if I save this page and I just place one image and then a link, and I use this as a landing page, I'm sure it's gonna work. Okay. So basically, the idea is that this page, as it is shared, it must work this way. Then you pump it through design, okay, and the UX and the UI and whatever. But the thing is, I'm sure that if I place here, Trustpilot, 100 reviews, and okay, we place the Goodreads. Okay, if I place another call to action here, if I create some urgency with another, I'm sure that all those stuff works. Thing is, they optimize. Okay, so don't think, there is a misconception. Don't think those optimization are the key. Those are optimization. Okay, the key is the main content. So you should focus on the main content. And there is a good news and a bad news. The good news, it's easier just to focus on this. The bad news is it's not easy to do this, because that's why everybody is focusing on other things, because basically to do in a very good way this part is super difficult. But you can do it. You can ask ChatGPT to help you. I'm sure that if we start with already with this. Maybe, let's see. I don't know because I never tried, so let's see if like this it's gonna help us a little bit. I mean, you need to know what you are doing, okay? In that case, ChatGPT is gonna, I mean, increase your outputs. Otherwise, you're just gonna, I mean, if you do something shitty, it's gonna help you do something shittier. You see. Okay. This is already something better, but it's just a little bit of help, okay? Then you need to read and read again what it wrote for you. Engineered with creators and audio pros to deliver clear, present vocals, rich details, and controlled levels. Okay, it's tuned for speech on camera work, rejects from noise, and keeps away from the sound. Okay. Banal. So it doesn't punch in the gut, no? So you need to make it again and again and again till the moment then you feel like, okay, this works, this speaks to the people, okay? So this is a nice exercise. You don't need to make so much text. Short text, but must be a good one, okay? So really, start with this, and then you can build whatever you want, and you can present whatever kind of product or service you have in mind and you want to launch. And I'm sure that you will have great luck with that.